Hello and welcome to SOAPware 7.0.10042. My name is Jennifer Berg and I am the Product Manager for the SOAPware Clinical Suite. Today I'd like to show you some of the exciting new features that are available within this release. ICD-10 GEMS Mappings. The first item that was added was the General Equivalence Mappings, or GEMS mappings, for ICD-10 diagnoses. For each smart text diagnosis that contains an ICD-10 code, you can now click on the ICD-10 sub-item and be presented with a list of more specific ICD-10 codes to choose from. In addition to the GEMS mappings, this list also contains a specialized list of physician-reviewed ICD-10 codes that could be clinically relevant. When I click on one of the more specific diagnoses, the previous smart text item is removed, and the new one replaces this. This makes providing more specific diagnoses for billing easier. If a diagnosis is inserted and the item is not dual-coded, the ICD-10 sub-item will be blank. We have added a keyword matching feature to assist you with changing these ICD-9 only items to ICD-10 items. When using this feature, the diagnosis with the most keywords in common will appear in the Smart Text Quick Access. Once selected, this will replace the ICD-9 item with the ICD-10 item. Smart Text Filter. We have recently added all of the ICD-10 diagnosis code to the SOAPware Cloud Library. With 70,000 additional codes, we also added a second filter box. When you perform an F11 or Shift F11 search, you can now narrow the filter by two different keywords. Default charge settings. As a user-requested feature, we have added the ability to set a default charge setting for immunization and order entry items. Each of these item types now contains an area called Charge in the Item Properties setting. Each order entry item will be set as Add this item to the billing statement when ordered through Order Manager. However, if this is an order that you would not typically perform or charge for in your office, you may set this to Do Not Add to the billing statement. Order Manager Charges. When an item is added to the Active section of the Order Manager, the new charge setting will be displayed. At this time, you can choose to overwrite the default setting on one or more of these items. Order numbers have now been added to each order that has been submitted. The order number will display in both the Results Pending section and the History tab once an order has been resolved. Order Entry Sub-Items. Order entry items now contain a Source and Body Site sub-item. This allows for additional documentation for items like wound cultures. Refresh the billing statement. A new Refresh feature has been added to the billing statement chart section. This allows you to add or change information in the SOAP note, and simply refresh the billing statement to display this information rather than recreating. Print and export contacts and pharmacies. As a user-requested feature, we have now added the ability to print and export the contacts and the pharmacies. In an effort to increase accessibility, we have modified the red that displays in the All Refill Requests dialog to a light pink color. This color allows those with color deficiencies to easily see information in these areas. Now let's take a look at what has been added to practice management. Secondary claims, insurance settings. In the Insurance Manager, a setting now exists to select a secondary submission route. This route will be set to paper for all insurance companies by default. However, this can be changed to electronic if that insurance company accepts secondary electronic claims. This setting will automatically display when a primary insurance payment is posted based on the default settings. We have also made changes to the default ICD submission setting. As of October 1st, all insurance companies will be set to ICD 10. If an insurance company is not ready to accept ICD 10, this setting can be changed back to ICD 9 through the Insurance Company Manager. Primary payment information. New fields have now been added to the primary payment information under the payment details. These include HCPCS payable, non-payable professional component, reimbursement rate, end-stage renal payment, and processed as. This information will be included on the secondary claim. Patient responsibility adjustment codes. The deductible, coinsurance, and copay amounts will now automatically populate the adjustments codes grid when manually added to those columns. Insurance Payment Analysis Report. The new Insurance Payment Analysis Report displays amounts submitted to an insurance company in a selected date range, an amount paid by the provider, and an amount disallowed. This also includes the amount paid by a patient for a specific charge. ICD Code Converter link. To assist in the conversion of ICD 9 to ICD 10, a hyperlink with a conversion tool has been added to the Select Diagnosis screen when reviewing the charge details. Thank you for joining us today to learn about the new features that are available in this release. For more information, please see the release notes, which can be accessed on our website at www.soapware.com. Thank you.